Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Look who's with me. It's Purple Elephant Deb H. Thank
Yes.
you for being here, Deb.
Thank you for having me. My hair is not purple yet, but I'm getting close to a spot where I'm going to be able to remedy that.
There you go. Okay, so stay tuned, everybody. Purple hair the next time. Purple hair the next time. And all right, I'm going to do all of the things. This
Okay.
is for entertainment purposes only. Do not
Yes.
make decisions based upon what we say. Seek professional assistance. Really. Please like, share, and subscribe. It's free. And so, Deb,
Yes.
so it's been what? Has it been what, 3 weeks, something like that, since we
Seems
last
about that.
chatted?
Yes.
Okay. And anything you want to say before we go through and say hi to the best chatters?
Not that I can think of except hello and Liz.
I love it. I love it. All right. Let's say hi to the best chatters.
Yes.
First in is Jane the Seeker Tarot. Hello. Good to see you. Jane is with me and Nancy, a Crohn's Intuition, for readings on the eclipse day, Monday the 8th of
Monday the
April.
8th.
Yep. And that's at 10 a.m. Eastern time.
Okay.
And because you're in the path of the eclipse as well.
I'm in the path of totality. And how that happened, I will never know because I have never, it's like a once in a lifetime thing. I've never been in a path of totality before.
Yes. And aren't you also in a weird thing where there's a lot of weird stuff going on too? There's a totality. So stay tuned. Keep your eyes on Texas.
And people are,
Are they flocking in?
they think it's the end of the world, so they're stocking up on everything. They also think that the entire planet wants to be in Texas to see the eclipse. So they're planning for disaster that way. They're taking everything and expecting the worst.
Okay. All right. Well, that is what people do.
It is.
We have the amazing medium Betsy Palmer is here. Hello, Betsy. Great to see you. Teresa Heldarian is here. Hello. Liz in awe. Oh, thank you, Liz. I have multiple intros that I could be using, but
I like that one. So
yeah, I do too. And here you go. Sherry, Voices from the Swamp is here. Hi, Sherry. And oh yeah, and Jeff Tarot Ask Backwards. Nice earthquake. Apocalyptic energy. That was scary. Oh, was yes. Karen Johnson is here. Hello. And here you go. Liz. And Betsy said, it's good to see you. Happy tears. Yes. Yes. And MLR is here. Good to see you. Yes. JR is here. Linda Bishop. Good to see you. Deanne, Blue Crescent Tarot, is here. And we've got lots and lots of people, everybody.
Monkey's trying to get into frame.
Monkey, of course, Monkey is. Monkey is your nursemaid, correct?
Yes, yes.
So, and Linda Bishop said, I am your Texas neighbor.
I believe I know that Linda lives in Texas.
So, will my local bank finally unblock today or Monday? I have no idea. We're actually not doing readings. We're doing a catch up today. So, and Earthstar is here. Hi, Earthstar. Good to see you. Earthstar, this is Purple Elephant Deb H, in case you haven't seen Deb.
Hello.
So, oh, here you go. Liz has said, tempting me to go purple. Do it. Do it.
I will. I need some dye and the ability to get into the shower.
Andrea Gavin is here. Hello, Andrea. Oh, JR said there was an earthquake in there was in New York City. There was an earthquake. Okay.
There was one in Japan too, wasn't there?
Yes. Taiwan.
Taiwan.
Yes. So Sylvia wants your email, Deb.
Okay.
We could
If you go on my page, it's
the link to her channel is below, so
go
it'll give you there.
on my channel. It has it somewhere.
So
It's on multiple videos,
yes.
and it's just a quick shameless self plug. LFNTLDY. That's Elephant Lady with no vowels. 1961 at gmail.com. Elephant Lady 1961 at gmail.com.
Okay. I'm going to. Yeah, you can also, when you go to Deb's About You,
It should be in there.
you have the option to get that. So I will put that into your link into chat. So
And anyone is welcome to email me.
there you go. And so I did say Andrea was here. Hello. And Lori Huntsinger is here. Good to see you. Oh, well, that's weird. It's not working.
I wonder why.
Oh, and Sherry said, if all goes right, I may get to meet Deb face to face a week from Saturday.
Oh, this is news to me, but come on down.
um,
Well, it wouldn't be down, would it? It would be come on west because she's in.
yes. Well, she's picking up a car. She's picking up a car. She's flying out to pick up the car.
And I just sold mine. So
Yes, you just sold your car.
I did.
Madame Maru is here. Marita, good to see you. Linda Bishop is just hanging out with my dogs, chickens, and kitty on April 8th.
Cool.
So, and Jane is swinging by, loving on both channels.
Thank you.
Fancy is here. Good to see you. And okay. Okay, so yeah, that earthquake. Okay. Ooh, I missed that.
Queens.
Yes. And Jeff, you are okay with that? Liz is actually saying monkey. So
He probably heard her.
So all right. The earthquake was felt in Massachusetts, but I have a construction site across the street and couldn't tell. Oh, because of the construction. Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
Yep. And Jackie Jacaranda is here. Hi, Jackie. Great to see you. And Jamie, Wandering Mountain Bardic Path, is here.
Jamie.
Hey, Gerald and the illustrious Deb.
Oh, thank you.
So, wow. So just getting caught up. Harley is here. Hello, Harley. And
Daffodil. Did you see Daffodil?
Not yet. Daffodil. Hi, Daffodil. Good to see you.
From Tel Aviv.
Ooh. Good to see you. And Linda Bishop has a question. Deb, did you get moved in to your downstairs apartment yet?
Not yet. It's going to be about a month, around the 1st of May. So I still am looking for someone to help me pack because it just is not getting done. With me sitting here, I'm looking at the stuff and looking at the boxes, and it just for some reason won't jump into the boxes.
Do you have a magic wand to actually move this stuff, or are you just out of practice?
I do, but it doesn't seem to be. It's on the fritz.
Okay. And Jeff said he saw the earthquake in energy weekly energy read. I think I was being shown this one former, but there were more starting a week or so ago. Linda G saw them.
Yeah, she did.
And by the way, Diana, Wonder Woman, the goddess Diana is here, and of course
is in the car,
driving in the car.
Absolutely.
So, and
because where else would she be?
So, and Fleck is here. Hello, Fleck. Good to see you. Okay.
And Jane has an incantation. Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
There you go. And Joe is here. Hello, Joe. Okay. So Twisted Sushi is here, who is the newest mother. for a beautiful baby girl who is recovering, as his
Congratulations.
mom. And thank you, Marta. So
Did you see Fleck? Fleck is here too.
Fleck is here. I am.
And
There's
so
like
is Sally.
this is great. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here. And I'm getting there, getting there. Sally is here. Hello, Sal Rods. Good to see you. Fleck, good to see you. Hi, Flower Beauty Peacock Rainbow. Good to see everybody. So, all right. So, what do we have? Okay, so this is a nice little update so that we can find out how Deb is doing. So, Deb, will you give us an update, please?
Well, I have had some ups and downs. I have had some trouble breathing, and that's no fun. Some problems with inflammation. I believe um, my friend Deveria and her daughter were over last week or week before, and her daughter went through my um, list of medications and looked up
Okay.
all the contraindications from the drugs. And it
Mhm.
turns out one in particular is probably the one causing my breathing and swelling issues. So I
Ah,
stopped taking that one and started doing things for the inflammation and
okay.
allergies because I have a lot of allergies. And so I am getting better. I'm a
Yes.
lot better than I was a week or so ago.
Good. Very good.
Today I felt a little bit like I was still having more breathing issues, but I have appointments next week. I'm going for a bone biopsy on Tuesday,
Okay.
and that's going to be an all day thing.
Mhm.
And then Thursday, I have a treatment. And that day, I will see my oncologist and I'm going to discuss with her again about my breathing issues. She's trying to get me on home oxygen, but
Okay.
we have not been able to qualify me for it. So that's what we need to work on, getting me qualified to
Okay.
be able to have it at home under the insurance that I have through the hospital. Um,
Mhm.
then I'll be able to have it or even order, one of those portable
Oh, okay.
things that you can take with you. So
Mhm.
I don't have the issue all the time, but when I do have it, it's can be serious.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it's just the thing that I'm having to live with.
And yes, yes.
So
Um,
I have contacted a support group, and
good.
I am going to start there. We have to wait until after the bone biopsy because we need a categorization to put me in to the right support group.
Oh,
So,
okay.
um, and so it's the difference of living with cancer and living with advanced cancer.
Mhm.
So we need to find out where I am on that plane.
Okay.
The doctor believes I'm in stage 4, but we don't know until we do this biopsy.
Okay. And the biopsy is what day again?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay. So
Tuesday.
we're in new moon energy
Yes.
still. So
Yes. And it's the day after the eclipse.
yes. Yes. So
And
um we have best wishes from Flower Beauty Peacock Rainbow. That's
thank you,
wonderful.
Flower Beauty.
And
Um, so I'm kind of really happy about getting to into the support group
yes.
and
Mhm.
being able to. Texas does not like to admit that anyone has any issue, social, physical, medical. They like to hide everything and sweep it under the rug. So while there are resources, they're very difficult to find.
Yeah.
So this group is going to help me with that, plus having the support of others who are going through the same thing.
Yeah. Well, what you're describing, that just reminds me of this.
Mm-hmm.
This section of the video is brought to you by the word cockamamie. Everyone say it with me. Cockamamie. Cockamamie. Ridiculous. Incredible. Leave your cockamamie excuses behind and like, share, and subscribe to our channels. Cockamamie.
That's funny.
I got an email from Deb this morning that was sharing that word, and so there you go.
So yeah, every few days I'll send an email that just has word in the subject.
Yes, yes, I love it. So, okay, I want to get caught up with some stuff because Lady Silver is here. Hello, Silver. It's great to see you. Sending you light and love. And for those of you, if you saw the last update that we did, there was an important aspect of this idea of the grid and
Yes.
the importance of whatever it is that you do it because it goes up to the grid and it augments everything.
Yes. So whatever your belief system or the deities that you look to and commune with, or your spirit guides, or whatever organized religion, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you believe it and feel it in your heart, and that you share it. And when you share it,
Yep.
everyone, their energy and intention gathers together in the grid and is dispersed where it needs to go.
Yes.
Hi, Dina.
Exactly. And
it benefits all of us.
Oh yeah. Yes.
In the sender and the receiver, we're all senders and receivers.
Yes, and when we do that from that position of love, it augments.
Mm-hmm.
It multiplies it. So that's absolutely true.
It becomes exponential.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Betsy said in Hawaii we say kapakai or kapake for malarkey or sorry. So, and we have the amazing Allie is here. Hello, Allie. It's great to see you. Thanks for
Allie, she and her husband are dealing with their own issues.
Yes, and
that's the thing too. We're all dealing with something.
We are
all dealing with something, and when we give love and healing energy, and it goes out, it goes to the intended target, but it also goes other places that it's needed.
And
then it comes back to us.
Yes, I love that idea. It's just, it's collateral benefit.
Yes.
So people that is really powerful. So
absolutely. I wanted to touch on something too that I learned while I was in the hospital, and it had been confirmed to me by other readers recently that while I was in the hospital, I felt the energy of my dog and cat. So Monkey and Willie were with me in the hospital, and I felt that they were with me. I also saw the corridor by which my guides arranged to lead them to me. So I could actually see the corridor, and I could see the guides along the corridor. And apparently my little critters caused a little havoc in ICU because the nurses would feel the energy and not know where it came from.
okay.
So during the time that I was in the hospital, I felt that they were with me, and on occasion could see it, and I could see the
Mhm.
corridor that they had made to lead them to me.
Uh-huh.
And
Uh-huh.
then when I moved to a different room, the corridor moved with me.
Ooh, okay.
So it wasn't in the same spot because it was a different room, but it came with me. So um, you're never alone. Your guides are and your angels are always with you, your deities. Whoever you look to, your God is
Mhm.
always with you, no
Yeah.
matter what. And knowing that you have them with you is a very heartening thing.
Mhm.
It can keep your spirits in a place where you can make progress and get better.
Yes. Yes.
Because the higher your vibration is, the more healing you're going to be able to take in.
Yes. Mhm.
And so, if you can keep yourself in that higher vibrational plane, you will be able to accept whatever anyone sends to you in a better way.
I like that. I like that.
So, and also, it illustrates how loving those in the next plane are, how those across the veil,
Mhm.
that's all they that's all they see is love. That's
Yes.
all they give is love
Mhm.
and lessons.
Yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
sometimes the lessons are a little hard to figure out
Well,
or
yes.
why they're coming. But
Mhm.
but know that those your spirit team on the other side has your best interest at heart, and they
Mhm.
love you and they're supporting you to the best of their ability,
I
which
love that.
is way beyond our ability.
Yes. Yes. Um, Michelle Marie, Astrological Tarot, is here, and I imagine that Jonathan is also around. Good to see you. Um, Lots of and Andrea said, Deb, that tickles me about your hospital experience, as I had so much guides and helper energy, even right after heart surgery. They had me working in crazy ways.
They do. And just by being you and shining your light, and that your team around you helps you do that, and they
Mhm.
shine too.
Yes,
Um, it does it does touch the hospital staff.
yes.
They they will respond in kind.
Hmm. Oh, and here Marita has got Gods and Goddesses of Healing, sending them all your way, Deb. And she put in a link for the learningreligions.com, which is a great website, by the way, not affiliated.
Thank
So
you.
that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And for those of us who it's hard for those of us who are not going through that experience to understand all of that,
Yes,
and what it looks like. I still always think about that thing that Mr. Rogers shared that his mother reminded him of is look for the heroes. Look for those little small
yes,
things that people are doing that are benefiting. And it's the idea of a glimmer.
it is.
Notice that, because then that creates more. And everyone who has helped you in your path has been that glimmer.
Absolutely. And I have not put limitations on whatever. I don't expect anything. I don't,
Yes.
whatever comes, comes. So
Yes.
I'm not limiting myself. The doctors told me this is not curable, but I don't know that it won't be curable tomorrow. Today, it's not
True.
curable. It might be tomorrow.
Hmm.
If it's not, I'm still here. I'm still here. So I can do what I can do now.
Yes.
So I don't need to worry about whatever might be in 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's not my job. My job is living through today
Mm-hmm.
and doing everything I can to um, to reach people with a loving message and a healing message, and to make myself the best I can be today.
Mm-hmm.
That's my whole job.
Yes.
And if you look inside yourself, whoever you are and whatever you're going through, that's your job too.
Mm-hmm.
The only job you have is to be who you are
To be
today.
to be your most authentic self today.
Yes.
So yeah.
So I don't limit yourself. I don't limit myself. Don't limit yourself.
Yeah.
Don't say, you know, this terrible thing is going to happen,
Yeah.
because it may never happen. Or if it
Yes.
does, it will happen in its time and when it's
Yes.
supposed to.
Yeah.
So just don't limit yourself in any way.
Mm-hmm. Well, and yes, that's extremely powerful. It's hard to do that.
It is very hard.
It's hard to do that. And Delphi Ross is here. Hello, Delphi. But also, as Ali said, beautiful Deb, stay present and open to healing.
Yes.
Chills. So, so powerful. And meeting Betsy Palmer said, my fourth chakra is gonna explode. So, well, I think that's a good thing. So
I just don't want to clean it up, okay?
cleaning up in Maui.
Although I might be persuaded to go to Maui.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a tough job. Somebody's got to do it.
Somebody does have to do it. Somebody does have to do it. So,
Thank you.
and, Deb Purple, Beth Purple Elephant Deb H is here. So,
You mean
um,
Aspasia Rising?
yes. And yeah, kisses to Monkey. So, and Andrea shared, I literally negotiated an exit, and so I felt I should have had a little break. My guides said always a choice. However, we are going to be bringing you medical staff, and they did. So when you're open to this, the miracles just absolutely show up.
They are. And while I didn't work with the staff the way that Andrea did, I still, um, you know, some of the staff would come and they'd look, they had maybe cared for me when I was ICU, and then they saw me again on the floor or whatever. And I would see them sometimes like go over in the corner and have a moment to gather themselves
Mm-hmm.
because they read my chart.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to tell them, I'm not dead. I'm here. I'm here now.
I'm not dead.
Stop grieving for me.
Yeah.
I'm still here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it is, we have different ways to work with the staff. So while
Yes.
Andrea was in, she actually was doing mediumship. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't do that very much while I was in the hospital. I was more, it was more about the lesson
Sure.
than the mediumship. So,
Sure.
uh,
Sure. Yeah.
so just don't. You can also help the staff realize that you don't need to limit it.
Yeah.
Medical science is, they call it practicing for a reason. It's
Mm-hmm.
always changing.
Yeah. Michelle Marie said, if you're interested, one of the most powerful mantras you can do, especially for Deb during the eclipse, is this. The Mari, yeah, I butchered it. It's that mantra, and
Yes.
any prayers offered during eclipses are 10,000 times more powerful.
And aren't eclipses for new beginnings?
That would absolutely make sense.
I I think so. I think that they're for new beginning, and this is a new beginning for me.
Yes.
So, I'm getting ready to move soon. I have already I made a new wish list that I have not made public, but a new wish list of things that I'm planning to put in my new apartment.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to have extra space. I want to get some things that are a little more appropriate for my physical limitations now,
Uh-huh.
and that will make it a little more comfortable and things. So I've spent some time kind of putting that together so that after I move, I can be more comfortable,
Sure.
not just by having extra space and being downstairs, but also make my environment more comfortable because I uh, some of the things I have in my apartment I've had for decades,
Mm-hmm.
and it's time for a new beginning.
Yes. Well, yes. And yeah, yes. What I've read said it's a new beginning. And by the way, all of the best chatters are here supporting this. So yes, this is one of the most inspiring conversations I've ever witnessed. I've never seen anyone standing in the center of chaos with this amount of power and grace.
I have the feeling from my guides that this is what I'm here for.
Hmm.
This
Yes.
is where I'm supposed to be at this time. And as I'm getting stronger, I'm making plans to start doing more videos for my channel. Um, I don't know what direction that's going to take exactly
Hmm.
yet,
Yes.
but once I start, it'll come out the way it's supposed to.
Yes. And I mean, we'll do what we can. I will do what I can to help support you. So
And he
um,
has been. Don't let anyone think that he has not been doing everything he could in his power
well,
below these many months.
well, thank you. And Maruta actually put in the mantra. There's a link
Thank
to
you.
it. So that's wonderful. And Deb, are you staying in the same town, city, or is this a bigger move?
No, it's downstairs, literally. I'm going downstairs and around the corner. So it's the same apartment complex. It's just a bigger apartment on the ground floor.
Okay. And did you find out the number? Because weren't you going to do the numerology about
I
it?
know the building number, but I haven't got um, I haven't for sure gotten the apartment number yet. If
Okay.
it's the apartment number I think it is, it's an 11.
Ooh, that's a powerful one.
And so I don't want to get my hopes up that that's it until I confirm the exact number. But
Yeah.
um, that is a powerful number.
Yes, very much so. Linda Bishop asked, question, Deb, um how do you become, I'm going to say, more psychic during this experience? When I
Um,
have had an NDE experiences become more psychic and it remained.
Now, I have not had an NDE experience, but I have been near death 3 times in my life.
Mm,
I have not crossed over, so it's not technically an NDE.
sure.
I don't know that it's more that I have more psychic ability, but I know that I have never lost any of it. So I've retained all of my psychic ability, and maybe it is a little more enhanced through this whole time.
Maybe. Really, Queen?
But as far as now, I have trouble right now concentrating and following other people's readings, but I can do a reading. I
Hmm.
can with or without cards, and I can do. Um, Sometimes I know things more than I used to. So um, I would say yes, I guess.
I love it. Eventually, I would say yes, I guess. So, there's
I know sometimes people, when they're ill or they're taking medication, they have difficulty reaching their guides with the same clarity that they used to. And I have not found that to be the case. I have
okay.
the same connection that I had
Cool.
before.
Well, and as you described it, there is a lot of times with any type of energy work, there is a natural ebb and flow. We have to expect that, plan for it, and adjust with it,
Yes,
because it's hard to stay at a certain level of energy
it
all
is.
of the time. So there's a beauty in understanding. There's a beauty in understanding the natural flow of how we work. We want to keep the vibration level as positive as possible
Yes,
for as long as possible, uh, um, and whilst honoring that flow.
yes.
So, but yeah, so.
And
Um,
what Sherry said, my meds help clear the pain so I can hear my guides better. I have had that experience too. Um, and I'm on some fairly strong pain medications.
mhm.
So if I was going to have a problem, it would present itself now, and it has not.
Yeah. Well, and a friend of mine who does energetic healing is, you need to keep up ahead of the pain. You need to keep ahead of the pain, because your body cannot heal itself, nor can the energy healing happen when you are in that much pain. So the pain
No.
medicine helps make way for that healing to come through.
So when you have that kind of pain, it takes over and
Yes.
doesn't really let anything else in. It's
Mhm.
all you can think about.
Yes.
And so having some relief is very helpful toward
Exactly.
having some
Exactly.
spiritual experience.
Yes. Allie's put some beautiful stuff in
Yes,
the
she did.
chat. Um,
And I appreciate that, Allie.
yeah,
I
it's
really do.
great. And yeah, Beth, as Deb seems very grounded to me, connected, and able to tap into higher psychic energy. Yes. And Sherry said, correct. I am not pain free. I am pain manageable.
Yes.
So, and Jana, hello, said,
Hello,
amen,
Jen.
amen, amen. So, yeah. So Tuesday is your bone biopsy,
Yes.
and then Thursday you're having a treatment.
Yes.
How
So those
long?
are both all day ordeals.
Okay. How long will it be before you get the test results of the bone biopsy? Do you know?
Um,
And you can say, I don't know,
probably
Gerald.
probably pretty quickly. I have been getting my test results on most things as soon as they upload them to the computer
Okay.
because I have access to my chart on
Yes.
my chart. And it will tell me, I will get a notification saying I have a new test result. So
Hmm.
I expect within a day or two, I will know
Okay.
what they know.
And yeah, Nalani says she has angels among her. And then we have Val, Dragonfly Crystals is here. Good to see you. Do I have the right person? Nalani? Yes, it's Nalani.
Yes, that's Milani.
Okay. And Jen, Joyful Journey is here. And Val has said, looking great, Deb.
Thank you. My hair is starting to grow back. Now, I did not lose my hair from treatment because I'm not getting chemo yet. The
Hmm.
doctors have said that I'm not strong enough for chemo or radiation, so I'm doing something different. And the medication they're giving me, I think, is the CRISPR technology that we've all
Ooh.
been hearing about, the
Uh-huh.
mRNA medications,
Hmm.
gene editing. So they are making me really sick. So if chemo is going to make me sicker than that, I'm glad they're waiting, and I'll
Yeah.
deal with that when I get to it. But um, it is it it it's working. The previous biopsy I had in another area of my body,
Mm-hmm.
they could not find the tumor. They found the scar where it was. And so the medication is working.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's working on the bone yet, but I'll find that out
Yeah.
very soon. Yes, the
Yeah.
CRISPR technology.
Yeah. Okay, so some more of the beautiful chatters, the best chatters, have actually put in some
Yes.
questions and comments. And Joe has says maybe we should all be stating our prayers as the eclipse on the 8th crosses our latitude across wherever people are located. As
If
I
you
would
have
think
an
the
opportunity to do
yep,
that, I would suggest doing that. Yes.
yes. Well, and
And
as
you remember.
yeah, and as Michelle Marie said, the prayers and the mantras are 10,000 fold, so it's extremely
And
powerful.
the eclipse is going to last in my area something on the order of like 5 or 6 hours
Okay.
for its entirety. So I
Mhm.
would say that you have a large window of time to say your
Yes,
prayers.
yes. I would also say, and yes, the eclipse is talking about new beginnings. That was commented. People had commented that. You moving is also a new beginning. The new moon is also a new beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And whilst the eclipse is happening on and the new moon are on Monday the 8th,
Yes,
in my practice, you have the energy from the 7th, Sunday the 7th,
to the
the
ninth,
8th, and the 9th. So
the
all
3
of
days.
those things can do it. And I am a firm believer that when you do things 3 times, therein lies a lot of the power. So
Yes.
thank you for that, Joe. And Liz has said, how is your appetite and how is your cooking meal prep? Is that going okay?
My appetite is most of the time is pretty good. Now, after I have treatments and I start feeling really sick, I have to kind of make myself eat. I know that if I eat something, I will feel better.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my meal prep is getting better. I can for a few minutes stand in the kitchen and cook. So I have made myself uh, like hamburger
Uh-huh.
or eggs. And in this afternoon, I'm going to make some chorizo and eggs for lunch or dinner for the
And
meal after this.
yeah. Well,
I,
and I also say is when you are sending out those prayers, um, phrase them in the positive.
yes,
Phrase
absolutely.
them in the positive because
Everything in the
yes,
positive.
yes. And Val, Dragonfly Crystals, and I did a manifestation class about that is because the universe only hears what it is that you want. It doesn't hear I don't want this.
All it
Um,
hears is the thing you don't want. And so you will end
yes,
up getting that. It doesn't
yes,
hear, I don't want. It
yes,
hears the thing.
yes. That's exactly right. And Terry at Holding Your Space is here. Hello, Terry. And I've got some credit for there's power in three, and three
Yes.
times three is great. And Patricia Franzino is here. Hello, Patricia. I did see Miss Charlotte come in,
Miss Charlotte. I saw
and
Lisa Niedermeyer.
yes, and Missy said, "Kick its ass, Deb. Cancer sucks."
It does. It's not fun or for the
So
faint of heart.
yes, 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 yes. Um, and okay, amazing. Um, uh, Maruta actually asked, "Do you drink kefir? It's very good digestive and for
I
immunity."
have not been because mostly because I'm lactose intolerant, but I have in the past and I like it. I just haven't. I am not in a position to shop, so I'm having to order things and have them brought in, and it's whether or not I can remember to order something.
Yes. Well, there's this really weird thing. I don't know if you've ever heard about it. It's this stuff called paper and a pencil. I mean, I could overnight you some from Amazon if you wanted, but I
I
mean,
think I might be able to find some.
Yes, but would you use it?
That is the question. I have gotten so lazy about writing that if I sometimes, and if I don't either write something down or put it in the computer immediately, I will forget it. So
Hmm.
I have been running my list on the site where I order at, and um,
Yeah.
that it's whether or not I can remember to open it up and write it in the list.
Well, and yeah, Gerald goes old school. Of course I go old school. And so, and
So,
thank go ahead.
oh, I was going to say, Maruda says that
Kefir is
kefir is
99%.
99% lactose free. That's good to know.
Yes. And yes, thank you all for being here. We do love this community.
We do.
And can you send your supermarket a weekly list so they can call if you need want and they can deliver?
I don't know because my supermarket, the one that's closest and easiest for me to use, is the dreaded Walmart. I'm not sure they do that
Okay.
because they are such a large corporation. I will look into it though.
Yeah.
I
And
know
I
I can
know,
reorder an entire list,
yeah.
but who needs everything you just bought last week?
Well, depending upon how much you eat.
That's
And I know you were struggling when you were with Angela and getting that food and that process. You've got that figured out now.
Yes, I have that figured
So
out,
that's
and
good.
I have it. Yes, they do home deliveries.
Yes.
My partner, bless his heart, wants to pick it up.
And if he's going to do it, great. Good for him.
So I just send in the order and I tell him when to be there to pick it up.
Yeah. Yeah. And Michelle Marie has lactose intolerant and can tolerate kefir. Kefir can lower
I
abdominal
will
gas.
remember that and put it on my list because I am always looking for something to help. You know, when you have something like I have, your immune system is compromised because to
Yes.
treat your, yes, that is my email.
I just put it up there just in case people were joining
Thank
late.
you. Um, the and I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about?
You were talking about Instacart and food and all of that stuff. Somebody else will put something in.
Oh, I'm always looking for something to boost my immune system
Yes.
because in order to kill the cancer, they have to kill your immune system.
Yes.
So I'm always looking for something to help me out because I have other issues too. I have thyroid problem. I have diabetes. I have asthma. I have
Hmm.
just some other things that go along with everything. So I'm always looking for something to help my immune system.
Yes. Well, yeah, immune systems are great. Um, so yeah, there you go. He needs to feel useful.
Yes, he does.
And
And
he is.
that
He is.
makes him happy. So he is very useful. He's taking off work Tuesday because for some reason the hospital does not want to release somebody they just knocked out and woke up to an Uber driver.
Well, why ever would they not do that, Deb?
I know because I
That
did try it. You know, I tried it.
I'm
and
just thinking
and
that's the
so
stuff
he's
that
taking
ends
off
up.
Tuesday.
Go ahead.
Yes. So Tuesday he's taking off so he can be with me at the hospital so they can actually do their little surgical
That's good.
procedure and I can go home
Yeah. Well, and
afterwards.
and of course I'm like on, yeah, releasing you to an Uber driver is the stuff of the weekly special, on TV.
And because I didn't think anything about it because every time I go to the clinic for anything, they give me a release paper because you go in, you're being admitted to the hospital
Yeah.
and they release you. They give you a paper, a standard release form. when
Mm-hmm.
you leave. So I didn't think anything about it, and I did try. They said no, we
Yeah.
can't do
Yeah,
that.
I love it. They did try. I mean, she was probably trying on multiple levels. Mousy has joined us. Good to see you, Mousy.
I now see.
And so people are popping in some of the suggestions for your immune system and lactose and gut health. So
Yes, and I
ion gut
appreciate you.
health,
Thank you.
yeah. So and Joe has said, I'm so damn lazy writing things down that sometimes I just write a spam text, a response draft, so I use it for a quick and dirty notation option. I actually think that's pretty smart.
I do too.
So, and again, nutritional yeast. So
Hmm.
no milk and high in B. I like me some
Right,
nutritional yeast.
like
It tastes like
Parmesan,
butter. It tastes like butter. Butter.
like butter.
So, and Linda Bishop said, I am delighted to hear that you are receiving CRISPR technology. So,
I'm pretty happy about that myself
yeah. And
because I honestly think that that's the direction of being able to cure cancer.
mm-hmm. Well, and yeah, your cancer has done amazing things with it.
It has, and I, it had the bone. We don't know yet, but it feels like I'm stronger.
Well, yes, and here's the thing. It's I'm a firm believer of. Oh, Jackie also texts herself. So, and I think one of the things is that there's amazing things that happen, and when this activation grid that we're talking about, and people uploading and sharing their process, their beliefs, their full-fledged love in whatever form it takes, and just plugging it in and letting the universe have access to it, it can do amazing things.
Yes, yes.
So it's truly incredible.
So
And
Betsy's got to run.
bye, Betsy. Good to see you. Good to see you. Going into lurking mode. So, and you know, and oh yeah, Monkey's making sure you're okay.
Yes, he does that fairly often.
Yes. Just looking at you like, what? What? What are you doing? I'm making sure you're okay.
Oh
So,
goodness.
aw. So
He doesn't want to be on that side because I have the fan on there.
there you go. Aw. So, um, what's what else would you like to share? This has been we've been on almost for an hour. So,
I'm
um,
just going along. I have good days and bad days. I'm right now having more good days than bad days, so I'll
good.
take it. Um, just I'm trying to be open. I'm trying to learn as I can about ways to take care of myself,
Hmm.
um, from changing diet to trying to um, do low level exercises, just whatever I can do
Hmm.
and not overdo. So I will get excited. I can do something and I get up and try to do it or overdo it and then I pay for it. So I'm trying to keep myself at an even um, rate
Yeah.
of progress.
Yes. Yeah. Slow and steady wins this race. Joe said, Deb, you could be making medical history and curing cancer for many others with this treatment
I
you are
am
undergoing.
hopeful that it's, not that I want to be part of history or anything, but I am hopeful that it's going to be helpful to a lot of people.
Yes. And Miss Charlotte says, laugh.
Yes, I
Um,
do that whenever possible. There is
there
a
is
child
there is
crying
an up there is a sad child. So, um,
or mad.
or mad. I've never been mad.
No, I can see that.
Yes. Hypnicity said your attitude towards this is amazing.
Well,
And oh,
I
look,
don't
he has
know.
eclectic life is here.
I don't know any other way to be about it. Um, I've always said that you have to play the hand you're dealt. So
Yes.
it's not 5 card draw. It's 5 card stud, and you play those cards and get the best out of them that you can.
Yes. And D is here. Hello, D. Speaking of angels, so you'll live to 142.
Oh, do I want to live to 142? I might.
That's okay. Yeah,
If
I
I
think
could
that.
see some, if I could see things go in a positive way, I might want to live that long.
Hmm. Yeah. Chair yoga.
I have been thinking about it.
Hmm. Yeah. So yeah, there you go. Take that compliment, Deb. For goodness sakes, you're amazing, and you make that choice.
Oh, thank you. And there's Monkey.
Yes, 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 yes. So I think one of the things that I believe is really important is, um, and yeah, we need you around for a long time. Duh. So and but I also think that one of the key things is and you and I've talked about this. The road for this has been crazy,
Yeah.
and you have been very good at recognizing the little gems, those little glimmers that have been available to you.
Well, I have been trying.
Yes, yes. Um, and
Bye,
Sherry has
Sherry.
said, Sherry's got to go. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. And Beth says, I agree with that. Chair yoga would be very good. You can find a teacher on Zoom.
I have been um, the glimmers. Before I went in the hospital, I would see little piles of leaves swirl in the parking lot
Ooh,
around
uh-huh.
between cars, and they would like kind of take flight, and it was like watching a flock of birds take off. So you have to see the little things. If you don't see the little things, then you're going to miss the big things.
Yes,
So just look for little things that give you joy.
yes, yes. And that's really powerful. And everybody who is watching and who is watching the playback, thank you for offering your prayers. Whatever it is that you do, that you're doing it, you're posing it in a positive way, you're sending it with all sorts of love, because it really does create this grid that
Because
magnifies, it augments
it
the healing.
interlocks with everyone else's
Yes.
prayers and rituals and whatever it is that they do, their intentions, their most benevolent outcomes,
Hmm.
their whatever it is that you do that.
Yes. And
Do
do
that
it
and believe it. Believe that it hit its mark.
well, because it did.
It
Yeah.
did. It absolutely did.
Yeah. And I also say is that do what you can to the best of your ability, and know that that is enough.
Yes.
That's extremely powerful. I think it's one of those things that throughout the process, we discover things that we didn't know. And I had a great conversation yesterday with Deborah Zachow. And one of the things that she said is sometimes we are the teacher, and sometimes we are the student.
Yes. Sometimes we're both at the same time.
We are. I was going to mention that. So, and okay. So, Linda Bishop had another question. This may seem trivial, but Deb, have you seen any Texas blue bonnets yet this year? So beautiful.
It's not trivial, and I have seen some. I don't, mostly, I only get out when I'm going to the hospital to have a treatment or an appointment or something. But on 2 rare occasions, I saw some bluebonnets, and they
Nice.
were not widespread. It was just like a couple of little patches of bluebonnets, but I have seen them. So I think they're coming. They're just late this year because it's been unseasonably mild for Texas.
Ah, okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. So Beth has said, we all hold so much love and admiration for you, Deb. And Val reminds us of the cosmic ordering service. And
Yes.
swirling leaves are often seen as symbols of change and personal transition.
Yes. I would say that that was appropriate at the time I saw them.
That's great. And Patricia has said, continuous highest healing to you, Deb,
Thank
now
you.
and going forward. Absolutely. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you are the bug.
Absolutely.
Yes. And yeah, they were just there to see you, Deb.
They were.
Yes. And Plucky has said, I'm glad to know the energies on Monday will be multiplied.
Yes.
Candle ritual coming right up. Oh, yeah. Candle ritual coming right up. A lot of bay leaves burned. So, and
Thank you, Marita.
thank you, Marta. That's great.
Yes, and whatever you do that works for you, do that. I have not been able to do physical rituals the way I used to, but I can still do them energetically. So
Absolutely.
if you cannot get to your tools, that's all they are, is tools.
Yes.
Remember that you can do it without them.
Yes. And also remember, sometimes you are the biggest tool.
Yeah, well, in every way.
Yes. Well, I mean, and we all know that it doesn't matter how big your hands are, but
Yes, it
it's
doesn't.
just
But you do know
they still,
Jamie has
this is
been
still
here.
powerful. I know Jamie's probably still watching, and I bring out the tiny hands. So, but yes,
Hurt your
manifesting.
days.
Yep.
Manifesting, yes.
Yeah. Oh, and Liz is like, excuse you. I said it. Come for me, YouTube. So, um, but yeah, I always think fairies playing in the blowing leaves.
I think of that too.
And also sometimes you're the tool, and other times you're a tool.
Yeah.
Well, and here's the thing is I believe that when we take a few moments, and I still struggle with this, to slow down, and in that moment of challenge, or when things are crazy, we stop, we breathe, then
Yes.
we can recognize those gifts that are showing up for us, although they don't appear to be a gift at that time.
No, and sometimes even something that seems like a curse is really a gift.
Yes, that is so true. That is so true.
There's always a lesson.
There is, and yes, sometimes
I
I
had
want to.
I had for over a year gotten a message before I got sick, and it started the first time it came from my mother, and it was that justice was about to occur.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I got sick, and I got the message that it was justice. And I'm trying to figure out, how is this justice? This does not seem, but I was thinking about justice in a human way,
Yes.
not in a divine way, which is balance. And so I had spent most of my life taking care of people who were sick.
Yes.
And so now it's my turn
Mm-hmm.
to be
Yes.
taken care of. And it's a little hard to step into the other role.
Yes. Well, in that caring for someone, it takes a lot, and it's beyond our understanding of what it is until you're into it. And
Yes.
yes.
And I almost think it's harder to be a caregiver than it is to be the one that needs to
Yes.
be taken care of.
Yes. I think you are right, because you're often You're often, because you're trying to care for yourself as well as someone else,
Yeah.
and you got to balance that. So I do have to bring this up. Cowbell knows how to bring joy. There's always room for more cowbell.
Yes.
Val has said balance, time for rest, self-care.
Yes.
Yes. And I often see the justice card as karma.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Nurses and doctors are the hardest to treat sometimes.
That's
That
true.
is often true. So, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, we've been on for over an hour and I want to be respectful for your energy. Um, any last minute words, thoughts, reminders for people, anything like that?
Just be, be, be yourself, be who you are, be your most authentic self. And remember that we're human beings, not human doings.
Mm-hmm.
And so all of the activity should be balanced with just being who you are. And when you do that and you're clear and grounded, you can shine your light the brightest.
I love that. Thank you. Michelle Marie has said, "Yes, Deb, your works bear fruit. Justice says to keep a balance in your life when it appears upright. Take care of your body and mind. Don't overdo things."
Yes.
And
And I've been having to really learn that lately, not to overdo.
sometimes we've needed a reminder sent to her.
Yes,
So
sometimes.
sometimes, and be present, yes, and you
Yes,
speak, yes, you spark of the divine,
we all do.
and yes, and that is beautiful. Um, oh, here you go. I was my authentic self yesterday in rainy traffic, and I had to give myself a timeout. I was really salty.
That happens to all of us.
Yes, yes, and sometimes Deb has gotten those. I'm salty.
Yes.
So,
I don't usually announce it, but Gerald gets salt from me too.
and here's the thing. It is, these are challenging. This is a challenging thing that you're going through, Deb. And
Yes, it is.
there's no denying that. And everyone who has watched this, who has touched your world in some way, um, I really appreciate them showing up, doing what they can.
I do too.
Um, yeah,
I start every day with gratitude.
yes, yes, and yeah, I believe I may have sent Jane the Seeker one of those salty alerts.
I believe you probably have.
So, but there you go.
Thank
Uh,
you.
that's beautiful. That's
And
beautiful.
likewise, I
Yes.
will be doing my part too.
Yes, because the energy grid needs each and every one of you to do your part
Yes,
in your way, whatever way that is, the best as you can.
because in that way, we all join together and we power the grid to do good work.
Yes. Yes. So, all right. Thank you, Deb, for spending some time with us. We will,
Thank you for inviting me.
well, you're welcome. And we know next Tuesday you've got the bone biopsy. Next Thursday you've got a treatment. So it'll be a couple of weeks before we hear anything, and that's
Probably.
okay. So, but do what you can in your most authentic way possible, filled with love,
Yes.
including love for yourself, because when the vessel is clean and vibrates with love, then everyone benefits from that.
And remember to be open.
Yes.
Open
Yes.
to the healing. You don't want to be open to just every hanger on that might come by, but be open to the white light and the energy of love and healing, the high
Yes.
vibrational energy.
Exactly. Exactly. So, all right. Thank you, everyone, so very much. I appreciate it. And everyone have an amazing rest of your day and great weekend. Bye.
Bye.